Have you ever heard property agents telling you, "Oh, you can upgrade, Mr. Seller. No cash needed. But still, after selling and buying, you can still have cashback some more." If that makes you curious, you guys need to watch this video till the very end, because behind every success story, there is a dark side that most agents don't tell you. Hey guys, quick one. I realized from the analytics that most of you who watch our videos every single week are still not subscribed. And if you guys have been enjoying these insights that we are sharing to you, hit the subscribe button so that YouTube knows to push these videos out to more people who can benefit from it. And of course, as the founder, my promise to you is I will keep putting out real, unfiltered content to thank each and every one of you for your support. Now, your support will also help to keep me and the team going and creating more real content for you guys every week. So thank you very much. Hey guys, my name is Veroy and welcome back to the Real Collective channel. And today I'll be breaking down for you guys this myth of how people actually sell and upgrade without using cash and at the same time still getting cash back. So let's face it, right? Everyone wants to upgrade. Why? Because you get better space, better lifestyle, better quality of asset, more accessibility or better view. Correct or not? But the truth is this. Most people, right, get stuck not because of prices, but they get stuck in this process because they don't have a safety net crafted out for them. They buy first, plan later, they sell first, think later, and when the market changes or when something in their life happens, suddenly they're holding on to a liability that they cannot afford or cannot manage. So in this video, I'm going to showcase to you guys how I built a safety net for my clients and how you guys can build this exact same safety net following my framework before you guys even start looking for your next home. Because the real secret to upgrading safely isn't about how much you can borrow, because I know this for a fact. Most Singaporeans, your income is high. You guys can borrow a lot of money. But borrowing how much is not the key here. It is about how well prepared are you. And of course, if you guys want to skip the hassle, right, lazy to plan, right, contact me directly. I will help you craft up your personalized safety net. And at the same time, I will also craft out a solid marketing proposal for your property sale to achieve optimum selling price and achieve real results. So scan the QR code right over here and reach out to me. All right, directly, we'll go through your numbers, we'll go through your goals and your next move. Ipu lai. All right. Now, when I say safety net, I don't mean just having extra savings. I mean, Asians, we are all not agents, Asians. Our mindset is already ingrained in us to do savings. We all like to save money. Look, I got my save money over here, although inside got no money, okay? But I'm talking about a system that protects you financially, mentally, and emotionally through every phase of your property journey, from planning to purchasing to holding on to it and eventually exiting. It's very stressful, frankly, right? To go from, if you guys are a HDB owner, right, to go from your monthly installment, which you don't even need to pay anything, to now suddenly asking you to upgrade to 2 million or 2.3 million or even 3 million itself, it is a bit scary. And even for all of you guys out there who are owning private properties, right, this step is also important, right? So the emotional handling while executing this plan is so important, and this applies whether you are upgrading from a HDB to a private property or from a condo to a bigger condo or even perhaps a landed property. Principles, they are the same because the risk is also the same. You guys are kind of stretching your finances in order to leverage and reach for a higher quality asset and something that can help you sustain your lifestyle and also build your capital in terms of your property portfolio to eventually reach towards a higher retirement sum in that sense. So think about it like climbing a mountain. When you actually climb to a higher mountain or a bigger mountain, you don't just want to pack more food, right? You want to pack stronger ropes, more oxygen support and things like that. And upgrading property is also the same. Your rope now becomes your safety net. This becomes the backup plan, right, to ensure that you never fall too far, even if the market moves against you. I always tell my clients this, knowing your safety net is one part, knowing the market is another part, knowing the right product is another part. All these things must come together to form a clear entry and also to determine a safe exit eventually as well. And of course, if this is too much for you guys to kind of like absorb, always you guys can just reach out directly to me. We can do a one-to-one session. I will share with you the overall scope of things so that you guys can get real results on the onset. Okay, now without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Okay, part 1, you guys need to understand where is your position. Now, before you even touch a brochure or go and check out a show flat or even browse on Property Guru to see what is good for you, you guys need to know 3 things. 三个东西，观众朋友们 your cash and CPF after selling. Your cash and CPF after selling. Not just about, oh, my property made from here to here, how much I have made. Not just this kind of headline profit, but in fact the usable amount that you can actually utilize for your purchase after your taxes, if there is any, after your any fees, the lawyer fees, agent fees, what's the usable amount that you have. Number 2 would be your loan eligibility as well as the buffer, because just because you can loan 4 mil doesn't mean that you should loan 4 mil, right guys? Always work with a 20% monthly buffer in your installment plan itself. Number 3 would be your holding power. Ask yourself, if interest rates were to rise another 1%, or if you guys lose one income for 6 months, can you guys still hold without panic and no kanchiong like a spider? No, if you guys can, then of course that's great, because these numbers will become your parachute and you have to check your parachute before you guys actually jump, correct or not? Okay, but of course, just to give some assurance of to all you viewers out there, right, based on the current Fed Reserve projections, it is unlikely that interest rates would rise further from where we are right now. In fact, I think interest rates are all-time low. The next move we are expecting would be more cuts, frankly, more gradual cuts. And of course, that doesn't mean that you guys ignore the risk lah. But I think in terms of this interest rates portion, right, MAS already applies one of the strictest stress tests in the world. And that means when you guys are qualifying for your loan, the bank has already factored in potential rate hikes to ensure you guys can handle all these fluctuations safely. So in a way, our government has already put a system to help us stay protected. But your personal safety net is the thing that ensures that you guys stay confident no matter what happens next. If you're unsure on how to measure that buffer, again, scan this QR code and I'll walk you through your scenario personally so that you know your limits before you commit. Wow, quite rhyme. Okay, now part 2. Planning for flexibility itself. Once you know your numbers, right, the next part of your safety net is of course flexibility. Now, most people always like to plan for the best case scenario, but when you work with me, not that I'm pessimistic or what lah, I plan for the worst case scenario, because this is also how I plan for my own property journey as well. That means if your current property doesn't sell high enough or it doesn't complete fast enough, do you have a bridging loan plan? Is your safety net factoring in the fact that you must sell at a record-breaking high price, right? And if that is not factored in, that means your safety net is going to be will be impacted as well. And if your new purchase, for those of you guys buying the new launch itself, right, if the TOP is delayed, do you have a clear rental plan, and is the rental clauses worded in a way that allows you to have flexibility for the ins and outs to factor in this kind of delays or even early TOP? Now, if also your financial flow tightens, can you actually adjust without having any panic selling? All these things are important because our safety net isn't about predicting the future. It is about being ready for any kind of future moving forward. Next thing would be emotional readiness and your family alignment. I know, this part, right, a lot of people don't discuss because it is something that is very unquantifiable. But this is often what determines whether the upgrade is right or or not. Because upgrading isn't just about a financial move, it is very, very literally a life move. So even before kind of going into this commitment, you gotta ask yourself this now. Is your family ready for this transition? Are you clear on why you are upgrading? Is it more for space? Is it more for school? Is it more for a capital building investment? Or is it more for status? And when your why is very clear, your decision becomes very calm and not just responding and reacting to the market. Because I think the worst thing you can do is to make a big property move and upgrade and just to keep up with what other people are doing. I think that is like ludicrous, right? Your safety net essentially is your clarity. It keeps you grounded while everybody is FOMOing. So that is what I usually like to do. When I meet up with my clients, I don't just tell them you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. We go through a variety of things like that. And more importantly, this last part is where we put everything together, and I'm going to showcase to you guys how do you actually build a safety net itself. So how do you actually build a safety net? Now, of course, first up, you do have to get your numbers ready. Now, some of the numbers you guys need to prepare is, of course, your indicative selling price. Now, again, please don't look at your mailers and determine that it is a selling price. They are inflated. Okay, so please don't base on that. Okay, that will be the first thing. Number two, figure out what is your CPF utilized and accrued interest. Number three, figure out what is your outstanding loan. Number four, figure out what is your loan eligibility. Number five, look at what is the projected property price that you are looking at. When you have all of this locked in, your upgrade and your safety net planning becomes very strategic and is no longer risky like what people think. And here's the best part. We have a tool to help you do exactly that. So with a few simple inputs like what I've mentioned earlier on, you guys can now see the numbers, your buffers and your safety net all in a click. Okay, so what we have over here, this is actually our asset planning strategy where we punch in all these details over here. So once you have all these details, you plug it into our strategy here, you are able to start to see how the safety net is being created for you guys. Alright, so from here, we have the husband. Right, the husband's age is 46 this year. He earns a monthly salary of 13,000 a month. Okay, and he has an outstanding car loan. Right, his monthly car loan commitment is about $500. Of course, you guys may be thinking, cannot be, this person got no other commitment ma. He don't need to buy buy vegetables, 买菜 meh? Don't need to pay utilities meh? All of these things are also your commitment, of course, but they are not reflected into your credit bureau system. So hence, it's not going to be calculated as part of your loan eligibility. However, things like your car loan, where you actually take a loan on it and it's reflected into your credit bureau system and the banks can see it, this would be reflected over here. Okay, guys? Now, as we move forward, now we have the wife. Okay, the wife is 42 years old. Her monthly income is 9,500. Okay, and she doesn't have a car, right? She doesn't have a car. So there is not much financial commitment in terms of loans on her part. So with this, we have their numbers planted out nicely here already. So you can see the husband, 46 years old, income 13,000, and then the car loan $500 a month. The wife, income 9,500, and then also not much commitment over here. And with that, we will proceed. Now, once you proceed, right, you actually get to see all types of affordability being kind of executed out over here for you. So for the purpose of this video, we will be talking about upgrading from a HDB to a private property itself. So it's not that kind of sell one buy two thing whereby you want to look at the wife and the husband's loan to determine whether they can sell one and buy two, but we'll look at sell one and buy one big property itself. Okay, so we click on the TDSR for the husband and the wife. Click. Okay, looking over here, guys. So the first part will be their average age coming together. So average age is about 45. Their combined salary is about 22,500. Monthly commitment $500. They can get a loan period of up to 30 years. Alright, so if you guys look over here, right, this portion of interest rate at 4.2%, this is not about the interest rate that you're going to pay. This is about the MAS stress test that the banks will be stressing your income to stress based on a 4.2% interest rate, just so that to ensure when the interest rates do actually fluctuate to that amount, your income is still able to afford it. So it's more of like a defense mechanism from our government to ensure the affordability is over there. In fact, the stress test has came down from 4% from the recent 4.5 or 4.75%. And when the bank actually brings it down that way, that also showcases their confidence in the interest rates being kept low for a while. Alright, so for the loan to value, okay, Singapore wise, you have to down pay 25% and then you can loan up to 75%. Loan period here is 20 years. Okay, the max loan period you can go for is 20 years. So with these numbers, right, the max loan is 1.925 and the max purchase price is 2.567. Remember, just because you can loan the max doesn't mean you should loan for the max. We need to look at your safety net and what actually works for you. Okay, now, monthly CPF contribution based on this couple's income is about 2,960 itself. So with this, we move forward to the resale proceeds, because this is an upgrader who has an intention to sell to upgrade. Okay, so this person is selling a 5-room HDB flat. So a 5-room HDB flat in Tampines is around 930,000 on a conservative basis. Of course, with our right marketing framework and our real framework itself, we are able to help our clients achieve some decent record prices. But for the purpose of this exercise, again, we always calculate based on the worst case scenario or the most conservative point of view. Alright? Outstanding loan, because they have been good paymasters, their outstanding loan is around 200,000. Okay, now husband utilized a CPF of around 110k, and then their accrued interest is about 30,000, and then the wife has utilized about 190k, CPF utilized is about 48,000. Alright, so you can see from here, right, after the selling price, deducting away the outstanding loan, deducting away the CPF used here for husband, accrued interest for husband, CPF used for wife, accrued interest for wife, the gross cash proceeds is around 352,000. Legal fees, because they are under HDB loan, they can use a HDB lawyer, so around $1,000. And then of course the agency fee, net after deducting every single thing, there will be a net cash proceeds of around 320k coming back as cash, and then the CPF of 378,000 will go back to their OA for them to utilize for the next purchase itself. So far, this is the numbers for the sale. Now, how do we actually go about constructing the safety net then? Click on proceed. Now let's also look at how much money they actually have in their current CPF amount. So this husband has also some money in the CPF OA itself. They have around 100,000 for the current CPF amount. The wife has 110,000 in their current CPF. So after selling, the husband will be getting back 140k into the OA, including this 100,000 in his existing OA that gives him a total CPF of 240,000. The wife would have about 238,000 coming back into her OA, and adding on the existing OA in their CPF, which is 110,000 for the wife. Total CPF the wife would have is 348,000. So we take the total CPF plus the cash proceeds that they have coming from the sale, they would have a total funds to use of around $918,000, CPF and cash added together. Now, you guys, can you see how the safety net is slowly forming? Now, this amount of 918,000 becomes your liquidity for your next purchase. But how do we then create this safety net for you guys? Come, let's have a look. Oh yes, of course, here you guys can see the cash savings. If you guys do have some extra cash, right, that you want to put into your purchase, you can also, in order to increase your budgets. But let's just assume, because this video is about how you can upgrade without using any cash and still get cash back, I'm going to assume that we have no cash savings, alright? Okay, now you can see the moment we plug in all these numbers, I would have 6 plans out for you guys. Okay, but I'm just going to focus on the one specific plan, which is to sell one and buy one big property itself, which is our plan A. Alright? So based on their max loan amount of 1.92, they can actually purchase a property for 2.56. Today, 3-bedroom OCR condo generally costs around 2.2 to 2.3 mil, so I will just say the higher end of $2.3 million. Now, here is where the magic happens. So purchase price, 2.3 million. Initial deposit will be 5%, which kind of brings us to about 115,000 cash. Now, where will this cash come from? This cash would come from your sale, that's right. And then 25% down payment, 5% cash covered over here. 20% down payment would come either from your cash or CPF. So this 460,000 would come from your CPF, which is coming from your sale. Exactly. Now, the stamp duty for a $2.3 million property will be 84,600, which you could also use your CPF, which is also coming back from your sale. That's right. So 1, 2, 3 all coming back from your sale with a loan of 1.725, right, to purchase a $2.3 million property. Now the key question here is, as I always say, we don't borrow our max just because we can, doesn't mean that we should. So we can see that their max loan amount initially was 1.925. Going on the basis that we are conservative for around 20% or 10-15%, we're actually loaning an amount of 1.725. Still very, very conservative. And then from there, we factor in our legal fees, which is $3,000, which you can also use CPF as well, by the way. So total funds needed over here, we can see, guys. CPF, you need a funds of 547,000. Cash-wise, you need 115,000. Total funds needed, it's this amount. Balance funds after the purchase, that means after paying the down payments, paying the stamp duties and whatnot, this is what you're going to be getting back. You're going to get back 40,000 in your CPF and 215,000 cash coming back from the sale. Can you guys see how this is coming back together? The ability to upgrade without using any cash from your savings and still getting cash back. Alright, now interest rates. So with this, right, we want to know what is our monthly cash flow and commitment. We must factoring in all the stuff, which is your interest rate and your OA and whatnot. So interest rate right now, you can see I have put in at 2.08%, but in fact, right, I'm going to show you guys, right, that today's interest rates is actually a lot lower than 2.08. You can see over here, okay? If you guys are going to buy a private property, you guys can opt for a fixed package over here. You guys can see one thing is that the trend line is coming down all the way to town, guys. So we can see as low as 1.45% to the highest of 1.95% itself. Now I'm going to use an average, so I'm going to just put in 1.55%. Alright, very fair, just the in-betweens. Okay, just the in-between. So with that, right, you can see based on a 1.55% interest rate fixed, right, your monthly installment will be 8,364. Your monthly OA contribution will be 2,960. That means your monthly cash top-up is around 5,404. Wow, that's high, huh? Now, here is where the safety net comes in. Remember, your balance funds over here. These balance funds will now form your safety net over here right below. You would realize that for the next 3.9 years, you don't even need to do any cash top up from your own personal income or your own personal savings, because you can use your balance funds here to offset 5,404 every single month for the next 3.9 years. This forms your safety net for you to execute your upgrading. So that's the best case scenario, but what about the worst case scenario? In the event if one of you is actually unemployed, right? Touch wood lah. Okay, your safety net is still able to last you for the next 2.5 years. Yes, 2.5 years. And often at this point, I will always ask people is that, would you think you would be unemployed for 2.5 years? And if the answer is no, and the safety net is lined up nicely for you, then this allows you to have clarity, this allows you to have confidence, this allows you to have security, right? So understanding your safety net actually gives you a lot more confidence and a lot more security moving forward. And I hope, right, this entire asset planning exercise can let you guys see how easy it is for you guys to upgrade once you have the numbers kept in check. And at the end of the day, right, upgrading itself is not about just going for better condo or bigger property. It's about building your asset in a consistent and safe way for yourself, for your family, and for your future retirement. So before you actually make your next move, you need to ensure that your safety net is secure and is able to help you achieve the goals for you for the short-term haul and the long-term haul as well. So if this video helped you guys to see things clearer, hit the like button and be a part of the community of the Real Collective. On top of that, please do scan this QR code to join our Telegram group chat, or scan this WhatsApp code to reach out directly to me so that we can craft your safety net together. We can actually tailor your real estate upgrading plans to your goals and your comfort level so that you plan smartly and you can move with confidence. Once again, thank you for watching today's video. My name is Veroy and I'll see you in the next one.